Hello guys, it's Sunday, so here is your weekly dose of urban news. So hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update, and as always, a massive thanks to my awesome Patreon supporters and everyone else who keeps this going. And welcome aboard Henry Raymond. American city of Austin plans to implement a light rail system. Construction was originally scheduled to begin in 2024, but as of now, the start of construction has been postponed to 2027, and the launch is expected at the earliest in 2033. At the same time, the planned network has been scaled down and the price has increased. Its length has been reduced from 20 to 9.8 miles, while the estimated cost rose from $5.8 billion to $8.2 billion, which means a cost of $840 million per mile, or roughly 450 million euros per kilometer. Just for a comparison, the new 12-kilometer tram system currently planned for the Finnish city of Turku is expected to cost 465 million euros in total. Based on the cost per mile, the Austin project is already the most expensive public transport initiative in the Texas history and the seventh most expensive in the entire US. Although it should be noted that the project also includes a tunnel under the downtown, which of course significantly increases the budget. But overall, as I understand, discussions are still ongoing and the project may not happen at all. Meanwhile, in the Spanish city of Jaen, after 15 years of delays, plans are finally underway to launch the very long-awaited tram system. The city has already signed an operating contract with the carrier, and test runs are currently underway along the entire 4.7-kilometer line in parallel with staff training. Overall, this is quite a unique situation. Construction of the infrastructure was completed back in 2011, and the trams even operated for several months in demonstration mode, but local political conflicts, funding issues, and organizational difficulties hindered the system's commissioning for years, even though more than 110 million euros had already been invested by then. Between 2012 and 2021, there was almost no significant activity. 5 Alstom Cities low-floor trams manufactured in 2007 and purchased from Madrid were stored in the depot, while the infrastructure fell into disrepair and now had to be renovated. It is currently planned that the Tranvía de Jaén will begin regular passenger service in the fall of 2026. It will connect the city's central areas, including the train station, bus station, university district, and the key residential and commercial areas by a line with 10 stops. Also in Spain, they have unveiled plans for what the renovated Valencia Central Station could look like. The tracks are set to be moved underground along the stretch from the Central Station to the Joaquín Sorolla Station, creating a pedestrian area, green spaces, and new wave-shaped roofs above. The underground tracks will be arranged on 2 levels. The upper level will house platforms for high-speed trains, and the lower one will service local commuter trains. The ceilings will feature openings that allow natural light to reach the very bottom and make the canopy visible even from the commuter train platforms. The project was developed by the Basque company Sener Group, which won the architectural competition, beating out 13 other participants, including Ken Gokuma. It is expected to significantly improve the connectivity of urban environment, which is currently divided by railway tracks. The renovated station will become a transit hub, handling all passenger traffic from Joaquín Sorolla Station, as well as connecting the Mediterranean corridor, the Rodalies network, the high-speed trains, and the urban transit. In Gothenburg, Sweden, they recently began carrying passengers on a driverless bus, the one I've mentioned before, and it was involved in a traffic accident on its very first day. The accident happened about an hour after the bus began operating. The bus braked sharply and the tram crashed into the back of it. Luckily, no one was hurt, but the service was temporarily suspended anyway. The manufacturer noted that the accident occurred in normal city traffic and wasn't a problem related to the autonomous driving system. However, this still sparked a debate about how useful this project really is. The first trolleybuses built by the Ukrainian company Electron have arrived in the Ukrainian city of Ternopil, marking the first update of the city's trolleybus fleet in 15 years. The new trolleybuses are low-floor, equipped with air conditioning and painted with the city's livery, which looks very similar to the design of public transport in Seattle. However, it appears that they don't have batteries to operate without the overhead wires, and if that's the case, it's a major drawback as for me. By the end of the summer, 17 of these trolleybuses are set to enter service, and the city has ordered a total of 44 units funded by loan from the European Investment Bank and a grant from the Canadian government. In general, the trolleybus network in Ternopil has been operating since 1975 and consists of 7 routes. And currently, the most common trolleybus in the city is the Skoda 15TR. Meanwhile, the first of 44 new trains for the future Cross-Island line has arrived in Singapore. These 6-car driverless trains are being manufactured by the Chinese company CRRC, and the contract is valued at $589 million, and I suppose that's the Singapore ones. The new trains will feature an increased number of doors, 5 on each side of the car, and wider gangways between the cars. They will now be tested on the new 50-kilometer line, which is scheduled to launch in 2030. Meanwhile, in Chile, they are discussing a project to build another water tunnel that will connect the mainland to Tierra del Fuego. For years, this project was just a distant dream for residents of Chile's far south, but now it is being promoted by Magallanes regional governor Jorge Flies. The project involves construction of a 3.7-kilometer undersea tunnel between Punta Delgada and Bahia Azul, the closest points of connection to Tierra del Fuego. Currently, over 2,000 people and 600 vehicles cross this distance daily by ferry, but traffic depends on weather conditions and can cause significant delays. For many years, one of the main obstacles was the high cost of construction. However, after bringing in experts from Norway, estimates have been radically reduced from the initial $1.5 billion to $500 million. This cost reduction is planned to be achieved through a change in construction technology. Instead of using tunnel boring machines, the plan is to build prefabricated sections on the surface and install them at the bottom, as is currently being done in the construction of the Fehmarn Belt tunnel between Germany and Denmark. The tunnel is expected to significantly improve the island's connection with the rest of the country and contribute to its development, of course. And that's all the news for this time. The links to the news sources, as usual, are in the video description, so thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.